Planting seeds of change. You know, there's a quiet magic in small things, like the first drop of rain on a dusty sidewalk, or the way sunlight touches the edge of your blanket in the morning. Tiny, gentle, but full of promise. Today, I'll tell you a story. Not about money, not about numbers, but about something deeper, something that grows, like a seed in soft soil. Meet Maya. She lives in a house with peeling blue paint. Her porch creaks like an old friend's voice. In her yard stands a tree. Its bark is rough as sandpaper. Its branches stretch wide, like arms waiting to hug the sky. Maya watches this tree all year. Spring, it wears green leaves like a party dress. Summer, birds nest in its hair. Fall, leaves fall like sleepy sighs. Winter, it stands bare, whispering to the wind. But every spring, it wakes up again. One afternoon, Maya finds a seed. Brown, smooth, light as a feather. It fits in her palm, like a secret. She doesn't know what it will grow, but her chest feels warm. Plant me, it seems to say. So she does. Under the old tree, she digs a small hole with her finger. Dirt smells like rain and roots. She drops the seed in, covers it gently, like tucking in a baby. Pats the soil. Shh, sleep now. Then she waits. Days pass. No green, just dirt. Did I do it wrong? Is it even alive? She almost gives up. But one misty morning, a tiny green curl peeks through. So small, so brave, reaching for the sun. Maya smiles, not because it's big, but because it's there. Because it grew when no one was watching. This is how change begins. Not with fireworks, not with loud promises, but with a quiet choice, a small act, planted like a seed. This is what beginning within means. From Franklin Covey's book, before fixing money, before saving your first dollar, you fix the garden inside you. Like Maya, you plant the seed. Now, imagine your life is a garden. Some spots wild with weeds, some spots bare and waiting. You can't stop the wind. You can't rush the rain. But you can choose what to plant. So, what seed do you plant first? Franklin Covey says, start with who you want to be. Not what you want to have, but who you want to be. Are you someone who plans, who trusts themselves, who acts before the storm? Because money, it follows character, like flowers follow spring. Let me tell you about Leo. Always late, always broke. Surprise bills, late fees, stress. One sunset, he sat on his couch. Orange light painted the wall. Phone buzzed, a bank alert. He sighed, not angry, just tired. Then he asked, what kind of person would never get this message? Not how do I make more money, but who do I need to become? Answer, someone who plans, someone who prepares. That night, Leo planted a seed. Habit 1, be proactive. You choose, even when life feels loud. He started small. Every Sunday, he opened a notebook. Paper smelled like clean laundry. Pencil stub, yellow, worn down to the metal. Wrote 3 things. What bills are coming? How much I can spend? One thing I do to feel calm. Weeks passed. No big change. But slowly, fewer surprises. Fewer knots in his chest. One rainy Tuesday, he needed bus fare. Opened his jar. Coins spilled out, enough for the bus and a warm bun. His eyes got wet, not because it was a lot, but because he did it. The seed had grown. Change doesn't shout, it whispers. Like brushing your teeth. You don't see results in one day, but you know it matters. Over time. Money is like that. You don't get rich overnight. You get peace, one seed at a time. Now, plant another seed. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Imagine building a treehouse. Would you nail wood without a plan? No. You'd sketch windows, ladder spots. Your money life is the same. So, ask, what does my treehouse look like? Maybe it's a morning with no stress, a trip with someone you love, a home where lights stay on, a future where you can breathe. Draw it in your heart. See the porch swing. Feel the garden soil under your toes. Because when you know where you're going, small choices get easier, like saving $5 instead of soda. Not because you have to, but because that $5 is a nail in your treehouse, a shingle on your roof, a brick in your peace. It's not missing out, it's building. I met Clara. She cleaned offices at night, waited tables by day, hands red from soap and scrubbing. People said, "You'll never save enough." But Clara saw her treehouse, a small house near woods, a garden, a porch swing. Every dollar saved, she imagined it as a nail, a shingle. This is for me later. She put coins in a mason jar. Label, Wood's house. Dust gathered on the jar, but she kept adding. One coin, one nail. 5 years later, she bought the house with her own hands, no loan. First time on that porch, she cried. Not because it was big, but because it was hers. Built one quiet choice at a time. Now, let's talk soil. Seeds need good soil to grow. Your mind is the soil. If it's full of weeds, I'm bad with money, this is too hard, your seeds won't grow. So plant habit 3, put first things first. Water what matters. Your first things might be writing down one expense today, saving $1 before spending, saying, I can learn this. Give them time, just 5 minutes, like watering a plant, little often. Eli got paid Fridays. Money vanished by Sunday. One week he tried this. Before anything else, he took $10, put it in a jar, labeled Future Me. That's it, $10 first. Sometimes he wanted to spend it, but he'd see the coins glinting. This is for me, later. 6 months later, $240 in the jar. Not life-changing money, but life-changing moment. He realized, I can trust myself. I keep promises, even small ones. That's what first things first does. It builds trust with you. And trust, that's the richest thing you own. Now, go back to Maya. Her little plant grew. Not fast, not loud, but steady. Year 1, a sprout. Year 2, a bush. Year 3, a tree of its own. Under its leaves, Maya sat, reading, dreaming, feeling proud, because she remembered the day she planted it, when dirt looked empty, when hope felt thin. But she did it anyway. That's beginning within. You don't wait for permission. You don't wait for more money. You begin now with what you have, with a seed. The seed isn't money. The seed is you, your choices, your quiet courage, your belief when no one sees. Because financial peace, it's not about numbers. It's about who you become along the way. Are you someone who plans, who trusts yourself, who grows even when it's hard? Those are the real wins. So tonight, when the world is quiet, ask, what seed can I plant tomorrow? Maybe it's writing down one expense, pencil on paper, rustle of pages. Saving one coin, cool metal in your palm, clink in the jar. Saying, I'm worth the effort. Your voice, soft but sure. Don't worry if it's small. Small seeds grow the tallest trees. Don't worry if you don't see green tomorrow. Real growth happens underground, in the dark, in the quiet. You just keep showing up, like the sun, like the rain, like the gardener who never gives up. Because one day, you'll look down and see green. And remember, you planted that. You did that. And that is the beginning of everything. And so, we return to that little seed, the one held gently in your hand, the one you placed in the soil of your heart. It may be small now. It may look quiet, but it carries power, the power to change you, the power to grow into something strong, something lasting, something beautiful. Planting seeds of change is not the end. It is only the beginning. Because as the seed grows, it teaches us. It whispers lessons. It shows us truths we might have missed before. Every sprout, every leaf, every branch carries a message. So let's pause. Let's listen. Let's gather the gentle wisdom from this small planted seed. Here are the lessons, the 10 soft truths we can carry with us like lanterns in the night. Lesson 1. Change begins inside. The first lesson is simple. Change doesn't start with the world. It starts with you. We often wait for someone else to open the door. But the truth is, the key is already in our pocket. Like a seed planted in soil, the journey begins deep inside, hidden at first, but alive with possibility. Lesson 2. Choices are seeds. Every choice plants something. If you choose kindness, you plant peace. If you choose patience, you plant calm. If you choose anger, you plant thorns. Think about the last small choice you made. To smile at someone, to save a little money, to say thank you. That choice was a seed, and in time, it will grow. Lesson 3. Growth takes time. A seed does not grow in a day. Neither does change. We live in a world that wants fast answers, but life whispers differently. The most beautiful trees grow slowly. Your dreams will take time. Your healing will take time. But slow growth is steady growth. Lesson 4. Weed out negative thoughts. Our minds are gardens too. Doubt is a weed. Fear is a weed. Comparison is a weed. If left alone, they spread. They choke the good seeds. But every time you choose hope, you are pulling out a weed. Every time you choose faith, you give your garden more light. Lesson 5. Small steps matter. We often think change must be big, but small steps matter most. A single glass of water instead of soda. A single page read before bed. A single dollar saved in a jar. These little steps gather, just like raindrops fill a river. Before you know it, your garden is green. Lesson 6. Be the gardener of your life. Stephen Covey's first habit teaches us, be proactive. It means you are the gardener. You are not just standing in a field waiting. You choose what grows. You choose what to plant. You choose what to water, and you choose what to let go. That is freedom. That is power. Lesson 7. Patience is part of growth. Sometimes you will look at your seed and wonder, why isn't it growing yet? But patience is part of the process. The roots grow before the leaves show. The work happens unseen before it becomes seen. So, when you feel discouraged, remember, the seed is working underground. Trust the season. Lesson 8. Dreams can be replanted. Maybe you had a dream once. Maybe life buried it under bills, work, or fear. But dreams are like seeds. Even if they've been in a drawer for years, they can still grow. Jane picked up her old paintbrush and planted her dream again. And so can you. It is never too late. Lesson 9. Speak life into your garden. Words are water. The things you say to yourself feed your seeds. If you say, "I can't," you water the weeds. If you say, "I will try," you water the flowers. Speak life. Whisper encouragement, because your garden listens. Lesson 10. Your garden gives shade to others. The final lesson is this: your growth is not just for you. When your tree grows tall, it gives shade. When your flowers bloom, they bring beauty. Your change inspires others. Your peace calms others. Your strength lifts others. The seeds you plant today will bless more people than you know. So tonight, hold this close. Plant your seeds with care. Water them with patience. Protect them with kindness. And remember, though the work begins inside, its beauty reaches far beyond you. Because one small seed of change can grow into a forest of hope.